Welcome back, everyone, to another news time, the third in a row, and this one may be longer than the last one, despite having literally 130 players go on waivers. This may be longer. We're one day away from the season. So many players and trades and signings and new rumors and new updates and new other things are coming out right now. So let's cover some stuff from last night, stuff from today, a lot of stuff from today, in fact. A lot of stuff happened today. And yeah, anyways, let's get into the news time for January 12th. 2021. Now, first off, if you are new to the channel, welcome. I'm glad you have arrived. And make sure to go leave a like and hit the subscribe button down below if you're new. So yeah, it's been a long run for us. We hit 700 subscribers today, January 12th, and it's amazing that we've come this far. And I can't wait for the regular season to bring even more people in. So it's awesome. It's gonna be amazing to see how this channel is gonna do. And the news times have been doing fairly well for our low subscriber count over the past couple of weeks. So you know, it's been doing great. And also, if you're not already, please go check out the links in the description below, which includes my other social medias, my Twitter, my Instagram, my Discord server, which will be revamped in the new month, and TikTok. So if you want to go check out those social medias, go follow them. That would mean a lot to me as well. And yeah, anyways, let's get into the stacked news time, because there was a lot of things that happened today. So let's start off with the newest and the biggest news for today. Well, not really the biggest news, but you know what I mean. So the Carolina Hurricanes and the Ottawa Senators made a trade. I posted a TikTok about 5 minutes before the recording of this video, so if you saw that first, then yeah, you got that. So, to Carolina, they got defenseman Maxime Lajoie. To Ottawa, you got forward Clark Bishop. What does this trade mean? Honestly, it's a minor league deal. To Carolina, you get Lajoie, a good defenseman who will probably fill in, when someone gets injured, so, you know, take that what you will, and he probably may play a few games, but he probably will most likely play as a taxi squad or the AHL guy. On the Ottawa side of things, you have forward Clark Bishop, a center who really won't play that big of a role in Ottawa. Ottawa's center core is stacked, especially with the arrival of Clark Bishop. So I'm excited to see how he's going to do in the Belleville Senators, because I highly doubt he's going to play that many games for Ottawa in the coming years. So, you know, you can take that what you will. Not really that big of a trade, really a minor league deal. But I did think I'd throw it in here in the news time instead of making my own separate video on it. And yeah. Also, this hasn't been confirmed by the Vancouver Canucks yet, but defenseman Travis Hamonic has signed a one-year deal with them, reportedly. He was signed a PTO a few days ago, and now he's being offered a one-year deal worth $1.2 million. A good, solid defender. He'll come in there and probably play good second pairing. It's a good addition, especially with what Vancouver has lost over the past couple of months. And, you know, it's been a really choppy move when it comes to Vancouver because they lost their pretty much their two good defenders. And there's really not that many people left besides Quinn Hughes and a few other guys. So yeah, this team, with the addition of Travis Hamonic, brings some more depth to the defense, which is something that they definitely need since they lost a lot. Now, here's the one thing that I may spend a long time talking about. Gary Bettman reportedly said to us that it would be cheaper for the NHL not to play, and the owners, they agreed to spend more money for the fans. If that doesn't prove that the NHL does it for the fans, well, I mean, we all do it for the money, but you know what I mean. So the NHL cares about their fans more than they do money. Well, in some areas, this is amazing. This is great. I think we should definitely give the NHL a bone here. Cheaper to play, cheaper to not play. Like that means we wouldn't have a season. They could have just chosen the cheaper route, and they just said nope, no season. But you know what happened to us? We would have outraged. We would have been so mad. I mean, we would have sort of got it, but we would have been still mad. And I don't think I would be where I'm at right now. But yes, I think this is a great thing for the NHL. And I think it's a great thing for them to say. It proves that they're not like the NFL, the NBA, the MLB, other leagues that, they would suspiciously do it for money more than the fans. But, that's great. That's honestly great. I'm not trying to criticize the NFL or anything like that. But that is honestly just a great thing to see. You love to hear that. They also confirmed that there will be a Lake Tahoe games in Nevada. Nevada. Take that into your mind for a second. Nevada. When I heard that, I was like, how are they going to do that? And I'm like, all right. So yeah, Vegas versus Colorado is going to be the West matchup. A pretty good competition. I'll see how that goes. And then my team, the Flyers versus the Boston Bruins. So we'll see how exciting that's going to be as well. And that it hasn't been confirmed. It may be confirmed in the coming days. I saw this in the speculation. San Jose did ask if they could play one for local TV, since they did get cut off of national TV, which honestly would make sense because right now the Sharks are in Santa Clara, Arizona, so it would honestly make sense if the Sharks would be able to play a game in Lake Tahoe since they're not in their home arena. I mean, it will be in Nevada, enemy territory, but I think that would be a great thing for San Jose, especially with everything going on in the state of California right now. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that could possibly happen. It's definitely a big possibility. Some new things regarding the Edmonton Oilers. Jack Michael is their new Oilers play-by-play on Sportsnet. It's a good thing to see. All that good stuff. And some news regarding their PTO, Devin Shore. Likely around league minimum is going to be a signing due to playable at every offensive position. Best at center, though, at camp, is what they reported in the speculation. So, it's a good solid thing for the center core. I think that will definitely help out. I think Devin Shore will definitely play a solid fourth, maybe fill-in center for the Oilers. It's honestly just depending on how you look at it. So yeah, I think that is definitely an interesting thing to see. I love to see Devin Shore get signed by a new team, and I'll be pretty excited to cover it whenever it happens. Other news here regarding the Los Angeles Kings. Alex Titkok and Martin Frk are week-to-week with lower body injuries. These are huge deals entirely, but they are still news, so I do have to cover them. Titkok probably may play a little bit this season, but with his week-to-week injury, I'm not exactly sure that's going to be realistically. And then Martin Frk may play second line. I see these guys filling in top six because, honestly, there's not really that much depth in LA, so there's really no one competing with them. So yeah, Martin Frk and Titkok, that sucks. We'll see when they get recovered. And then I have something here. Zibanejad reported that he tested positive, which explains why he was so late to training camp. So, it makes entire sense. It makes complete sense because, Zibanejad was missing a camp the whole time. Comes back. It's great that he isolated. It's great that he got a negative COVID test and everything going with that. So that's great. That's great to hear from that. And then Gaetan Haas, a Oilers player, has also tested positive. He will not return until January 13th, so tomorrow at the start of the season, and has been in isolation since December 28th. So it's good that he's being in isolation. I've heard things of him saying he's been feeling really tired. He's had no energy, which honestly makes sense. It's a good thing that he's not going out there and playing and making himself even weaker. So that's great. And of course, you want to keep your teammates safe and all that good stuff and follow the NHL rules. Now here's something that actually kind of worries me. Evander Kane. This happened late last night. For me, late last night. Evander Kane filed bankruptcy. May terminate his contract and may not even play next season. So look, this is big. First off, if you have him on your fantasy team, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. But that's big. I've never seen anything like this. I don't think I was into hockey, or if I wasn't paying much attention when Jack Johnson went bankrupt. And then I felt more bad for him when I heard his story more. Now that I hear about Kane's bankruptcy, now how it was all personal debt, I don't feel as bad. It was really, a lot of it was gambling, a lot of it was other things, and honestly, if the Sharks lose Kane, that ain't good. If Kane's bankrupt, so Chapter 7 bankruptcy. I'm not exactly sure what much of that means because I'm a 13-year-old kid. I don't understand that stuff, but yeah, I know that's definitely not good, and it's not going to be good for the Sharks. So if you lose Kane, you lose a good goal scorer. Yeah, we're gonna have updates on that probably today, maybe. I might be making another video later tonight. Also, the Sharks claimed forward Rudolph Balcers off of waivers from the Ottawa Senators. Oh, I wanted to flip when I saw this. I was like, are you serious, Ottawa? You for real got rid of my boy Rudolph Balcers. Rudolph Balcers is probably one of my favorite players in Ottawa. And now that he's gone, I don't know what to feel anymore. So he's going to San Jose. He's played with Erik Karlsson before. Or actually, no, he hasn't. He's going to where Erik Karlsson is. So that's kind of ironic. And yeah, we're going to see how Balcers plays as probably a NHLer. Honestly, there really isn't that much depth in San Jose. So I think Balcers will definitely easily get up to that top center pairing there, or that bottom center pairing, not top. But yeah, I think Balcers is a good acquisition for San Jose, a nice depth guy, and that's definitely a smart thing that San Jose wants to do. Because I know he gets a lot of criticism, but I trust the San Jose Sharks DM. Honestly, as a pastime Sharks fan, I do trust him. I do trust him. I like some of his moves a little bit so far. So I'm optimistic to see how that's going to work out. But yeah, I hope it goes out well for San Jose. More news regarding the Dallas Stars. We covered this earlier in the week. The Dallas Stars, to resume their practice media, they did have a closure on Saturday, I'm pretty sure. They shut down their whole arena because like 8 people got tested positive. And yeah, that makes sense. But there is a bit of a difference. It is closed to media, which honestly just makes sense because I think if a practice gets canceled or something happens like that with the NHL, they will definitely close off to media. But yeah, it absolutely does make sense. They're gonna resume their practices tomorrow. That's a good thing to hear. And yeah, I hope they get their thing back to normal. I think the games are still postponed. We'll still find out when the heck Dallas is gonna play their first game. It's still not optimistic when it comes to that. But yeah, we'll find out in the coming days. Now, also as well as that, we got a signing of the head coach. The Blackhawks have re-signed their head coach Jeremy Colleton to a 2-year extension. So Colleton's been coaching Chicago for the past 1.5 seasons. This will be his 3rd season in the bench as head coach, and I think this is good. I think Colleton has done pretty well when it comes to coaching for Chicago. I mean, he got into the first round of the playoffs when they weren't even projected to make it, so that's great. And then, you know, everything going on with them, they're heading into a bit of an interesting time. I think Colleton will definitely go through that rebuild. I think Colleton, I trust him a lot. I'm optimistic to see how he's going to play for the Blackhawks, or coach the Blackhawks, not play for the Blackhawks. Coach for the Blackhawks, but we'll see. I'm excited to see how that's going to work out. Then we got some news regarding jersey retirements. The Bruins are going to retire Will O'Ree's number 22 on February 18th. So that's great to hear. 2 days after my birthday. And, you know, that's going to be exciting to see. I can't wait to see that. It's a great thing for the NHL, too, in fact. Because, you know, Will O'Ree is such an historic player, being the first black player to play in the NHL. And, yeah, I'm going to see how that... I'm excited to see how that's going to work out. And we're gonna see it. The Hurricanes, they've done another move today. They've claimed Anton Forsberg off of waivers from the Edmonton Oilers. He's a goaltender, probably going to be a 4th goalie guy. Honestly, not too bad of a goaltender, but probably a 3rd, 4th goalie guy in case someone gets injured or anything of that aspect. So we'll see if anything happens in that area. But yeah, that's a great claim for Carolina. I think that helps in the depth. And then the Devils, they also claimed goaltender Eric Comrie off of waivers from the Jets. I don't know why I said Devils again. But yeah, Eric Comrie, another solid 3rd goaltender. And yes, the Devils did lose their 2nd goalie, Corey Crawford, so it honestly makes sense that they go in there and pick up Comrie. So Comrie will probably play a backup 3rd goaltender role. And yeah, looking at that, I feel optimistic. I think I see Comrie playing about like maybe 10 games for the, not 2010, but you know, 10 to 20 games for the Devils. So yeah, I'm optimistic to see how that's going to go there. And yeah, honestly, the waivers just isn't looking too bad right now. I mean, the waivers are pretty high stacking up. It's getting pretty crazy, but yeah, it's still looking pretty exciting right now. Just 3 more waiver claims here. Hang on, everyone. The Predators claimed defenseman Lucas Biega off of waivers from the Winnipeg Jets. So one rival to another rival. So Biega, I think, will definitely play a very solid 3rd pair / fill-in guy or a depth option for the Winnipeg Jets. Not Winnipeg Jets. Nashville Predators. Not that huge of a deal there. I mean, that's really the only big news we've had from the Predators the entire offseason. So not too bad of a pickup there. I think that will definitely help out in the depth for Predators. And yeah, the waived is honestly very small. It's only 2 players, if I'm not mistaken. Only Leo Komarov and Alex Nedeljkovic, goaltender from Carolina and forward from the Islanders, are the only ones who are waived today. Do I see them getting picked up? Probably not. So they're players that are going to go under the cap and have their thing not count against the cap. So that's great. And yeah, that's basically the news time for January 12th, 2021. The final one before the 2021 regular season. I'm going to try and get this video out, another video for news times out tomorrow. And yeah, if you enjoyed, please make sure to like it, the subscribe button. Sorry, this is a bit of a longer one. They've been getting progressively longer throughout the week, so I mean, that makes sense. And yeah, thank you all for watching the constant support on the YouTube channel. We're going to get a lot of news regarding lineups and predictions tomorrow. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next video.